Hello. Okay, what I'd like to show you today is we are going to make a granny square. I do not have a small one to show you, but I'm going to show you some things that you can make with the granny square. This is a vest that I wear around in the winter. It's a couple years old, and it's just two big granny squares joined together on the sides and on the shoulders. Another option you have is to make an actual throw blanket, lap blanket for an elderly person, or a baby blanket, or whatever you want to use it for. A nice couch throw. These are good for all kinds of things. And then the last thing is, and this is not everything you can make with the granny square. This is a triangular V-shaped shawl. So you have this big shawl. It's supposed to have fringe on it, but I never did the fringe. And I'm already using it this year because it's been cold already. So there's that. And these are just some examples of things you can make. This is 3 granny squares that I can't fold. And they're just put together. They're 15 rounds on a granny square. You'll understand that when I get back to you. Okay, here we are. I'm just starting off with some grain because it's not Thanksgiving yet, I know, but it's getting close to Christmas, so I'm thinking towards Christmas already. Beginners, okay. I was about to just, do the thing and do the loop and do it through, and you have your loop. But let's do this. What I do, there's lots of ways to do this, is you loop it around your finger twice. You lift this over this and pull this out and loop that through. Then you have your starting hoop. I'll do it one more time. You just loop it twice around your finger, just like that. Okay? Then you loop this over that one, but don't let it come off your finger. And this one pulls it tight and pulls it through. Okay? If you need to, rewind that and get that loop. It's very simple once you get it and understand what it's doing. You don't want to pull it completely tight. You want a little leeway with your needle through it. This is a size G needle, and this is a 4-ply Red Heart yarn. Okay, it's mostly what I work with is 4-ply Red Heart, usually, not always. Now, I get a lot of yarn at a flea market or a thrift store or yard sales or things like that as well. What we're going to do, since we're making a granny square, I'm not sure I said that already, I just talked about it with the shawl and the blanket and things. We're going to do 5 chains. So you grab it and come through, grab it and come through. There's 3, 4, and a 5. And then we're going to loop in the first hole. Okay? And grab it and come through both. This is called a slip knot. Slip knot? No. Of course I can't think of it. Anyway, I hope that's not totally confusing. Honestly, still when I get the camera out, I lose my words, so you'll have to forgive me. We're going to put 12 rounds in this circle. You have a circle of 5, okay? And then you chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And now we are going to do 2 double crochets. You're going to loop under your yarn, come through the hole. All of these are going to be in the hole. Pull it through. Then you're going to have loop through 2, loop through 2. You're going to do that again. Okay? Through, pull through, loop through, and loop through. See, what you're going for right now, if I can do it on the colored one, it'll be easier to see, is you are looking for this here. You want this square, kind of looks like a 4-leaf clover, and you're going to have this separation here, which is also going to be a chain under the next row. I know that's probably confusing, but you're trying to make a 4-leaf clover right now, basically. So you've got your 3 stitches here. You're then going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we're going to do the doubles again. Double. There's 1 in the center hole of the circle. Pull through 2, pull through 2. We're going to do a third one. Pull through 2, pull through 2. We're going to repeat that process until we have the square. 1, 2, 3. Loop it under, through the circle, pull through 2, pull through 2. Loop under, through the circle, pull through, loop it, pull through 2, pull through 2, and again. Now, there's 3 of them. We need 1 more. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 for the 3rd corner. Loop under. We're going to do 3 more double crochets. Just make sure you're in the big circle for this one. Now you've got your 3, but you need to match this corner to this corner. 3 chains, and then you're going to come in the top of this stitch here. Okay, make sure you can see the top of this stitch here, and all you're going to do is slip it through. Okay, so now you have your little 4-leaf clover and your first part of the square. Now on this blanket, I changed colors with every round. So at this point is where you would change colors if you were going to. Right now I'm going to keep going so this can be all one color. You can make hot pads, you can make blankets, you can make vests, you can make shawls, you can make table runners, you can make anything you can think of, I would imagine, with this kind of pattern and putting the pieces together. I've seen Afghans with this size of granny squares, all different colors, all sewn together after, and it's beautiful. Okay, so what we're going to do for the 2nd row, and we need 15 rows if we're going to make that shawl, 3 granny squares of 15 rows each. This is 1 row. Okay, the 2nd row we are going to chain 3. Okay, and that is your first stitch. I always flip it over because that way it's a reversible blanket. You could loop over and come to here and start, like over here, but it just gets too complicated. So anyway, could have skipped that whole little section there. Okay, we're going to start here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to flip it over. Now we're going to do the same corner, which is 2 sections in this corner. So you need 3 stitches on this section, which your chain 3 is your first stitch. You did your 2nd double, so you've got your 3 stitches right there. This is what you're going to do for the entire blanket. You've got 3 stitches together, 3 stitches together, and 3 stitches together for every little section. Now since this is a corner, once again, you're going to do 1, 2, 3. You're going to loop under and you're going to go in the same section. 1, 2, and 3. And I am trying to keep going slow so y'all can see the stitches that I'm doing. This is something that once you get it, you've got it. So I hope that I'm explaining it well enough for you to understand. Now this section here, you've got your corner 2 pieces, and now you need an opening. So you need 3 chains. 1, 2, well, 1, 2, and 3. Sometimes it catches up like that. So you get your 3 chains, and that's going to take the place of these 3 stitches. And you're going to start your next corner by looping under and doing 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Now once again, we're going to chain 3 to make this corner. And it just continues around. We're going to start with the doubles. 1, 2, and 3. I'm sorry if I'm going a little too fast. There we go. And now, of course, right here, we're going to chain 3 again. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to loop under and do 3 doubles again. And we're going to do 3 chains again. 1, 2, 3. Pull some more thread out. Now I usually ball up the yarn before I use it, but since this was right here, these are easier to use on the table because they don't roll away. So we're going to do 3 more doubles in this corner. It's 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to chain 3 right here. And then we're going to do 3 doubles, chain 3, 3 doubles, chain 3, and slip it together. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and now we need the last chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and then you can go into this first stitch. Now sometimes I just go into the big opening if it's hard to get into this little tiny opening. But you get it at the top stitch of that and just pull it through both. Now if you have been crocheting along with me, those chains are a little bit bigger, I think. There we go. If you've been crocheting along, you have made your first granny square. Now you can make this as big as you want. You can start with the first row and leave it there and make a whole bunch like little flowers. Or you can make this size, or you can just keep going. You can change colors every time or not. These are so versatile, and I think they're granny squares because Grandma used all the scrap yarn up with them maybe a long time ago. They're fairly easy to do once you learn the chain and the double crochet. So I'm going to stop here and take some pictures of these. I hope you had fun making your first granny square. And if it wasn't your first, I still hope you had fun. So we'll see you on the next video, and thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye. We're back. I realized I did not cut this off and show you how to close it up. So we are back with our scissors, trim it off. I usually leave about 6 inches. And you take this loop that you have open, you pull that piece right on through. So there you go. I've also made some kitchen scrubbies like this, similar. Then you take a very large open hold needle. You can get plastic yarn needle even. I don't know where my plastic ones are, but these large ones are better to thread the yarn through. And then you just loop it, sew it around. If you don't have a large needle, I'll show you what you can do with the other one. Sometimes you don't have all of these things, so we're going to just do that with the needle. I'm going to show you how to do it with the crochet hook that you just used to make the entire thing. What you do is, you see the thread is coming through here. You want to go around 2 of these, so you're going to come in these stitches here. And it doesn't have to be any certain way. You can do it however, wherever on here, you just weave it through. What we're going to do is we're going to grab that and pull it through. It's a little tricky getting it through all these stitches at one time. And then you just pull it through there. And if you have to, you can go through 2 pieces of yarn at a time and just go all the way around like that. You can go up here, you know, just weave it through so it doesn't come undone. And then just pull it through those stitches. That way you do not have to have a needle. It just works a little bit better if you do. See there? This one's still going to pull out a little bit right there, but around here it did not. So you have to make sure it's pretty tight when you do the crochet needle pull through. But there is your finished product. Before you cut those strings and tie it through, you do not have a finished product. There you go. I really hope you enjoyed making this, and I hope you come back again for another video, and you'll have a great day. Bye-bye.